set you off?
Well, it's stress.
Okay.
So they put me back on medicine. They said it was critical,
Okay, so
that I had to go back on medicine.
Now we know your trigger. When you get stressed, your muscle tension in your body, because you know you're internalizing, right? Mm-hmm. And as those muscles clench up, guess what? Those blood vessels are being restricted. It's like putting your thumb at the end of the hose, and your pressure went up. So for you, it concentrate on stress. Stand up for just a minute. You get to be up here now. All right, so we're going to put your water down. Okay. Dr. Bach came out with 5 flower essences in a product called Rescue Remedy. Does anybody know about Rescue Remedy? Okay. All right. Dr. Bach has been gone for a while now. We take the same 5 flower remedies. What he did is he drew a circle. It was a wheel. And he put 5 spokes in it because each one of those spokes was a different emotional thing to shore up. If Dr. Bach were alive today, he would probably add a couple more. So we take 7 of his flower essences, the 5 in the rescue and 2 more. We dilute them down. We make a product called 911 Stress. But we throw in 24 other homeopathics for all kinds of stress and trauma in your body, anger, apathy, all this. When my grandkids came over at Easter time, they were fighting over some gifts we gave them in their baskets. Because someone had the red squirt gun and said the yellow squirt gun. And yeah. Anyway, the boys were fighting and we had a mess. And I sprayed them with this because remember, you can get it on the skin, in the mouth, or whatever. And they were like little angels after that. Grandpa took a couple of swigs of it because he got a little tense. The crying stopped. My daughter-in-law was in hysterics for a while, but I sprayed her too. But see, instead of getting on... I know, I mean, so watch this. Let's put your arm out, okay? Now you're on medication, and we like to avoid that, right? Okay, so we're going to push down, and you're going to be just as strong. Okay, really? Okay. All right, she's nice and strong, and you're going to hold on to that. And we're just going to see what her body thinks about this particular mixture of product, right? And I'm going to take one finger and I'm going to go like that.
Wow. It was worse than you were.
So she's not as tough as you are. So, and you can keep that. I'm going to give you some products too.
Thank you.
All right, so for you, instead of running to the doctor and saying, oh my gosh, if you were to manage your stress every day, maybe take that 2 or 3 times in a day. And maybe stress is the trigger for a lot of other things. Maybe it's eating, maybe it's whatever, you know. You might be able to control your life a lot better and be a happier person. And be drug-free, you know. And I'm not telling you to get off your drug right now. I want you to talk to your doctor. But that could be an answer for you.
Can I do this along with the medicine?
Sure.
It be all right?
It never contraindicates any other medicine. We've never contraindicated anything. So that's why when you go to the hospital for surgery, on the medical doctor's surgery list, they've got Arnica montana because it takes away swelling, stiffness, bruising, hemorrhaging, and it doesn't affect their medicine. It doesn't thin your blood. It doesn't do anything bad to you. Does that make sense?
I can buy this next to it.
Yeah, but you got your free bottle here. In fact, oh, this you, okay? What I'm saying is that always search out maybe the root cause. And for you, your blood pressure is
because the doctor seemed to think it was stress.
Okay, so why medicate you for the rest of your life?
Well, he said that it might not have to be permanent, but for right now it does. Okay.
Well, let's go for it. And here's a little brochure on that, by the way.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys see where we're going with this? Yes. You guys are detectives. You know your body. Maybe you need to have someone out here also talk to you because sometimes we can't really evaluate ourselves. You know? And I gave all of you my card. Maybe some of you didn't get one. But after every lecture, I make sure you guys have my card because I got my phone number, my email on there. And I'm working with one lady now. I was in Dallas about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and she tried some products, loved it. Now she's given me all of her relatives and all the things that are going on with them, and we're working over the phone. But it's a cool thing. She's at least seeking out this information. And that's what we try to do. We're an educational-based company. I'm not a used car salesman trying to push product. I'm trying to get you to help you figure out what's going on. I'm going to teach you another trick right now. If everybody found their belly button, you know where your belly button is, okay? Take 3 fingers right above that belly button, and there's a spot right above that. You put your finger in there, and you're going to feel a tender area, okay? Take a couple of deep breaths once you got your pressure on that point. What you are doing is releasing your chakras so that when you do test yourself or someone else, you're a clear person. I did that before you came in the room today. You can also test young children, babies, and animals very easily. Okay, so let's say do you have a dog at home? No?
5 cats.
5, okay, let's say you want to test your cat. How well does your cat verbalize that they have a urinary tract problem?
With irritable bowel syndrome.
Exactly. So homeopathy works, we make a pet line, but homeopathy, our human product or our pet product are the same. It's a, and you put it in their water, or you can put it in their mouth, whatever you want to do, and every time they take a drink, or if you want to just, cats don't like to be sprayed, so if you put a little on your finger, put it on their ear, it goes right into their nervous system. So if you wanted to test your cat, what's your cat's name?
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. Okay, so if Vanderbilt was here, we would put Vanderbilt on your lap. You would hold on to Vanderbilt. Stick your arm out, and we'll test your muscle tension, okay? So if Vanderbilt was feeling something, we're actually using you as the tester for Vanderbilt.
Wow.
Then you take the product and hold it against Vanderbilt. We put our arm back out and we're testing Vanderbilt. Okay? Does that make sense to you?
I try to co-op.
Yeah. Well, if you had a dog, sometimes they'll stick their tail out. And when you put pressure, instead of it going weak or strong, sometimes it goes like this. You never know what they're talking about, so we have to hold on to them, okay? I've done it with horses. I've done it with little children who are, fussing or whatever. It's all the same. You can put it between your legs or on your lap. A horse you can't put on there, so I just put my arm around there, It's simple. So you guys know now how to do kinesiology. So if it was a vitamin product, an herbal product, or a combination of those supplement products, you would get them to be stronger. If it is a homeopathic, they would go the opposite and go weak. Now some people, when they put their arm out, are weak to begin with. So their opposite reaction would be to get strong. So that you could test it both ways. You got that? So now you've taken a kinesiology course. And now you can do more things with your friends. The people who work here cannot do kinesiology on you. It's called prescribing and diagnosing. Okay? I went to school for this, but I'm not licensed in Florida. I'm doing a demonstration here. I'm not prescribing and diagnosing. So any of you FDA people, hey,
I'll turn my ears.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Do they sell stuff over there for pets?
I don't know. Do they have a
Yes.
They have a pet line.
How about
But
the itch? My daughter's on
okay,
steroids.
all right, so my little dog, I have a Jack Russell, and I gave her skin and itch because she would pull the hair out of her back,
Right.
and it would be raw all summer
That's
long.
exactly what my
And
daughter
she didn't have fleas.
Right.
The skin and itch was not the right item for her, so we muscle tested her. Our allergy formula, which we make a dog allergy, or you could use a southeast allergy, I just put it in her water. I have a couple other animals that drink out of that same thing, but it goes right through them because they don't need it. She doesn't scratch. She doesn't get up against a chair and rub her back all the time anymore.
Oh, wow.
She's fine. Hers was the allergy formula, not the skin and itch. Some people have just the
Yeah,
opposite.
his is allergy.
We also make a stress product.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? When you're stressed, guess what happens to the animals in your house? They pick up on all of your emotions.
Maybe that's why he's got an itch.
Well, he's allergic to his mother. All right? So you gotta, they're a buffer for us in many ways, emotionally. Okay? You guys got some good questions. Yes?
You were talking earlier about digestive tract and with weight loss and everything. How do you know where to begin? Because there's so many different things that you can use, whether it's something for your digestion or...
And what I volunteered to do today is I'm going to walk out there to that aisle, and I'll muscle test you on anything you want, and we can talk about it and play. Nestor is with me today. He can also do that with you. We're offering our services to you, not to sell your product, but just so you know the answers and you can make some decisions. Okay, and this is a great store. I love coming down here. So I'm willing to go out there with you. Just like we tested Tuffy over here. But we had really good results back there. But a personality here, I can tell you, right? Isn't that you? I mean, you weren't going to go down for nothing. Are you married?
No.
No? Okay. curious.
Because I also came in curious, because
Yeah.
I was actually approached about the information by a chiropractor from a medical standpoint.
Okay.
And my first reaction to it, with most things that are diets or anything, is
Right.
what happens when you stop taking it?
Well, that's why we put the PHAT and other
Yeah.
ingredients in there to balance those different organs.
Right.
And
I don't believe in the diet fads, I mean,
Yeah.
nothing, if you lose weight, that's great, but what happens when you stop?
okay, so stand up for a
So-
second. Okay. You see,
I'm
you
in
volunteer. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see if this is a good product for her, just like we would anything else. I'm going to push down and you're going to resist. Okay, you ready? And the trick is, while they're looking at you, you kick them in the knee and they run. Okay? You distract them, all right? Hold on to this and hold it against your body, okay? And we're going to wait a few seconds, and then I'm going to push down again. Are you ready? See?
Okay.
That's yours, okay? I would also check out your digestive tract to see if there's any other imbalances, but that certainly is a product your body is willing to work on. So there's ingredients in there. It's saying, yeah, I'm willing to go here.
Right, because you were saying stuff about the candida and the digestive, and I'm like, how do you know?
That's why I
It
said,
says
how do you know
something
when you
about-
stop?
And we say 80% of the people have candida probably. That's medical journal
But you don't even know
stuff.
if you don't have any symptoms of.
Right, and some people really, and everybody thinks you have to have a vaginal yeast problem to have candida. That's not true. That is just one little tiny piece of the puzzle, okay? So, it could be from your stress and everything else. You could just be internalized it in other ways, all right?
And what is that for?
This was the HCG. This is the diet stuff.
That's what we all know.
Okay?
That's
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
And really, our suggested retail on that is $20, and you guys have it at $13.99, which is, I don't know how much cheaper. And again, 3 sprays in your bath water when you're laying there in the tub is the same as if you put 3 in your mouth. It turns the whole tub. Yeah.
I would like it for my daughter.
Yeah.
She's extremely heavy.
Okay. And I would guess she has multiple things, multiple issues.
She has
Okay.
multiple issues.
Right.
Yes. Oh, when she is pregnant,
Yeah.
she gets a blood disorder where her blood clots. She
Okay.
has to take Coumadin, a blood.
Right. Which is, during pregnancy is a bad thing, but anyway, go ahead.
Okay, and the baby's gone.
Right.
So, but now this is a hormone which is supposed to trick the body to think it's pregnant, and she is afraid to take it because she says, what will happen?
You will have her make more of that particular hormone, but it won't make her feel like she's pregnant. That hormone just regulates that
It won't trick the
feast or
body
famine
if she
thing.
did.
No.
It doesn't have anything to do emotionally, hormonally.
Right, well,
'cause-
that's,
We remember no side effects. It's hard to believe that something can say no side effects. And we haven't had any for 200 and some years. So if your daughter was the first person of record that had side effects with it, we'd want to study her. Okay, we'd take her to a lab. Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
also.
So stand up for a
cancer.
second.
She's also a cancer.
And it won't affect cancer or estrogen levels. So, I'm going to push down in your arm, and you're going to resist. Okay, ready? Okay. And can I borrow your candida for a minute? Okay. So I'm going to push down again, and she's going to resist. All right, ready? And I knew she didn't have it. I mean, there's just I don't know why I get these senses. What is your daughter's name?
Karen.
Karen. Okay, so now we're going to test you, and you're actually Karen. Now you have to think about Karen. You have to bring her into your mind, okay? And we're going to push down again, and Karen's very strong. And then we're going to have you hold that. All right, now you're going to think about Karen. You're really going to be Karen for a minute, her energy and everything. Okay, and we're going to push down, and you're going to resist. Your daughter probably has candida, okay? And then if she got that cleared up, or other digestive issues cleared up and moved on, then she could work on her way. It's a process. It probably took her years to get to where she's at,
Oh, yeah.
okay? And she probably has some emotional things, and that's why we put the flower essences and things in there. It's just a journey in life. We're all trying to get on the yellow brick road to health. Some of us are down here, and some of us are